Well, in relation specifically to the BBC, there's been quite a lot of public debate previously and at the moment with regards to how much funding goes into English language drama here in Wales. Previously, there's been calls to increase the funding, and so again, we've reiterated a recommendation made by the Institute for Welsh Affairs and mirrored by the Minister, actually, is that we need £30 million extra funding for English language drama yearly to come to Wales. We know that there will be an announcement in March by Lord Hall, and he intends to come back to our committee to tell us about the funding, but that's one of our key recommendations. We've made a recommendation that BBC Radio 1 and Radio 2 should have news opt-outs, and that means that there should be provision on those radio stations for Welsh news to be heard, so that people from Wales can hear stories about their area. At the moment, quite a lot of people listen to BBC Radio 1 and Radio 2, and they potentially wouldn't hear much about their own lives or hear about stories about Wales, and so that's why we've made this recommendation. We think that it's a key recommendation. We have made a recommendation saying that no decision should be made on the funding for S4C in the future until a review of S4C happens. The UK government have promised to do that review, and so we think it would be really unfair if the UK government would come up with a proposition to potentially cut funding further in a climate where they're going to be reviewed, their governance structures, the way they're funded, their relationship with the BBC and so forth is still being under the radar. So that's one of our key recommendations also. I think in the past it's fair to say that we've focused quite significantly on the BBC because of the charter renewal process, and rightly so. But I think ITV then, therefore, the spotlight hasn't been on them, and we need to tell ITV, I think, that there should be more of a ambition for them to have more programming from Wales on the network. Yes, the programme about Aberfan was on the network, and we thought that was very good. They do then provide various news programmes in the Welsh language for S4C and other programmes for S4C also. We totally acknowledge that, but we think that the idea that they can't do more than one programme over the last how many years is potentially a bit unambitious, and I think ITV Network centrally in London should be taking more credence of the work done here in Wales and should be focusing attention on how they can commission more work here in Wales from ITV Wales. I think it's important that we have a proper debate about broadcasting and the future of the media in Wales, but I don't want that to be a big, huge piece of work that we do. So we're going to be looking at the future of radio in Wales. We've committed to do a piece of work on that. We've committed also to do a specific piece of work on the review of S4C so that we can feed into the UK government's work. And also I'm personally passionate about looking for solutions for the media in Wales, not just broadcasting, I mean print media, I mean online media, so we're not always describing the problem but coming up with key solutions for the future of Wales. So I think that's something for people to look out for.